Okay, I've been asked a few times about how I sharpen my broadheads. Particularly the ones I use now are these black Hornet razors. And I was going to do a short video just showing you how I keep my broadhead sharp. This particular head here I have I've taken 4 animals with, and still spin test really good. But what I do is I take them off with my arrow, and I have a short piece of arrow here with an insert in it, and I'll screw it in. This just makes it to where it's a little easier to handle instead of having a big long one. You can take a magic marker and just paint the edge. That way you know that you've got all the edges when you're done. I don't, because I've been doing it long enough that I kind of keep track of what I'm doing. And then I just use a blue stone, diamond stone. I carry this with me everywhere. I build knives for a hobby, and I'm always sharpening somebody's knife or doing something. So I've always got this blue diamond stone in my pocket. But after I've shot a deer, and sometimes even just before season, even if the arrows have just been in my quiver, I'll go through and sharpen them, because I like to make sure that I have a really sharp broadhead when I'm hunting. Well, the way I do it is the way I do a knife. I know a lot of people, when they do knives, they'll do like a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 until they get to where it is sharp enough for their likings. Well, I don't. What I do is I pick a number depending on what the broadhead shape is, or what shape it's in, instead of what shape it is, but what shape it's in. If it's still pretty tacky, then I'll pick a smaller number. This one is, ouch. But like pick a number like 3, and then I'll just take the broadhead just like I would a knife and lay the edge on here. And what I do is make sure you match the angle that the broadhead is, and then you just bring it across your diamond stone like you would a knife. And I start with the number like say 3, and I'll go 1, 2, 3. Now I've done this edge, I need to do this one, and to do that, flip it like this, and then I'll do 3 on this side. 1, 2, 3. And I'll flip it back, and I'll do 2. 1, 2. And then on the other side, 1, 2. And then you get down till you get down to 1. Whatever number you start on. If your broadhead has a good nick in it, you might want to start with 6 or more, or whatever. When I've got that side, then I'll go back and I'll do this side, doing the same thing. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Now my main blades are sharp. The bleeder blades you can also do this way. With the black Hornet, you don't have to remove them. With the buzz cut, I always had to remove them, even when doing the main blades, because it got close into there. But with these black Hornets, I don't have to take them apart at all. And you just do the same thing. You've got, 4 different cutting edges there, so it takes a little longer. But you just lay it on here and get your angle right, and you 1, 2, 3. Now this way, 1, 2, 3. Hold it in this hand like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. And you just continue going on all 4 sides until you get them all down. And then you'll test your sharpness ever how you like to. I just use my fingernails, and if it peels up the fingernail right there, which it is. I don't know if you can see that or not. Then it's sharp enough for me. Now, on my pocket knives, I'll go ahead and strop them with a piece of leather. Really get some nice and sharp. But with my broadheads, that right there is pretty daggum sharp. So that's how I do it. That's how I sharpen my broadheads. A lot of people, on some of the other ones, if it's the non-serrated version, you can actually get the sharpeners that have the carbide in them that you just pull across, and they'll sharpen, but you'll have to do it this way and then do it this way because of the way they sit. That way you get the whole broadhead. But for me, this way right here works very well, easy. Being that I build knives for a hobby, I've always got it with me. When I'm in the woods, if I need to put a quick edge on one, I can. And it's very compact, fits in your pocket, you never even know it's there. But anyway, that's how I do it. Like I said, this one right here, 4 animals down with it. It's still ready to go. So next season, when it starts up, I'll have this one on the end of an arrow and see if I can't take 4 more next year. We'll see how many animals we can actually take with this broadhead right here. Thing of beauty. Check out my videos from this year of the animals I took with this. Like I said, that Black Hornet is a awesome broadhead, lots of damage, best blood trail I've had out of any broadhead I've ever shot, and out of some of the guns. This year has been amazing. I made a marginal shot on one, didn't even get a pass through, shot in the shoulders with this broadhead, and still recovered it in 77 yards with a blood trail that was just amazing. But anyway, hopefully I'll have some more videos for you. Plan on doing some with me shooting these broadheads now that deer season's over at targets to show you how accurate they are and how well they shoot with your field points out of a tuned bow. Check me out, subscribe, and hopefully I'll get some more videos up. I also have a bow fishing channel which will get videos this summer when I start bow fishing. Thanks for watching.